This segment of Delmarva Life is brought to you by Delmarva Acupuncture and Wellness Center.
It's a medical technique dating back some 3,000 years. Acupuncture was first documented as a treatment in China around 100 BC.
And today, the ancient practice is used for a variety of ailments. Delmarva Acupuncture and Wellness Center provides this time-tested holistic medicine. Ashley Adams is with us this afternoon. She's an acupuncturist. She joins us along with Tony Calvinessa. Did I say it right?
Yes.
All right. Tony is the office manager at Delmarva Acupuncture.
Yes,
Thank you so much for joining us today. It's wonderful to talk to you. I got so many questions. I'm going to try not to use up the rest of the show because all this stuff I want to know. Let me ask you real quick. Can you kind of give us a thumbnail? How does acupuncture work?
So acupuncture, we put small needles into areas in the body, specified areas in the body, and they release neurotransmitters that help heal the body. So I like to compare it to like medicine. For example, everybody knows what medicine is, so they'll take medicine. Medicine is like taking a black sticky and putting it over your check engine light in your car. Okay?
Okay, all right.
Where acupuncture, we actually find the root cause of the issue and help the person heal from their own inside.
So it's not treating the symptom.
We are helping you manage the symptoms. For example, one of the major things that I'm well known for among my peers is peripheral neuropathy, rheumatoid arthritis, and fibromyalgia. So we're never going to heal someone with those conditions, but what we're going to do is turn back time. When somebody goes for peripheral neuropathy, they're told, you know, take this medication, and something you have to live with. We had a patient that had 70% sensory loss in their legs, and we've got them down to 17%. Wow. So imagine that life, imagine that turnaround where you're, you know, I don't even know if I can balance myself or drive my car to, hey, Dr. Adams, I just cleaned out my pellet stove and cut my wife's rose bushes.
That's like amazing.
That's what you really, that's when you really know you're doing what you're meant to be in life and do in life.
And the reason you got into this is very personal. You had issues. Tell us about that.
I was in a head-on collision, and I was never supposed to walk again. So I was put in a military hospital so they can put me back together. And when I was over there, there was an acupuncturist there. Was like, you really need to try acupuncture. And I was like, don't know much about it, but how is that going to help me when these surgeries haven't helped and I'm never going to walk anyway? So she talked to me a couple times, and I decided to start trying acupuncture, and it was around my 6th, 7th treatment when I was like, something's changing, but I don't know what it is, but I don't need these medicines anymore.
Wow.
And so, long story short, I kept getting acupuncture, and I'm walking today. And when I went through that, I was like, I can't keep this to myself. I need to help change other people's lives.
Oh my goodness.
That's amazing.
Then sidebar here real quick. You are a military veteran?
I am.
Thank you for your service.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
It's kind of hard to beat the story you just told. Have you heard things from other acupuncture patients?
Oh, absolutely. I have a gentleman, his name's Bob, and he came in and he's like, Dr. Adams, I'm really upset with you. And I said, really, Bob? What's going on? He goes, you made me spend a lot of money. I said, I did? He goes, I went out and bought a car today. I was like, oh, Mr. Bob, okay. So here's the backstory to Mr. Bob. He came to me because he couldn't feel his feet and he couldn't drive.
Oh.
And he went out and spent
my
all that money on a car. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, Mr. Bob, I'll take that.
How about that?
So, Tony, obviously you see the patients who come in and out.
Yes.
Do you get the patients who maybe are afraid of the needles?
Always, absolutely. That is actually one of the most common questions that we get asked, for sure. The needles itself are very, very thin. They're cat-like whiskers. They are not... Acupuncture isn't supposed to hurt. It's not supposed to be painful. So with those tiny needles on things, it's very, very manageable with things. It's not anything though what people think it's going to be on. When you hear needle, it's not anything compared to what you actually think it is.
Sure.
But I like to tell my patients that are, you know, everybody's a little nervous about a needle, right? It's not nowhere near what everybody thinks a needle is. People think a needle as in I got an injection or I got my blood drawn.
A big old thing.
Right.
Yes.
I like to say it's like getting poked with a stiff human hair. That's the extent of it.
I can relate to that. All right, so somebody's decided, you know what, this sounds like maybe I ought to. How do we get started? What do we do?
So people would call in. They're going to reach Tony at the front desk. She's the office manager. And then they're going to call in, let us know what is going on, what they want help with. They'll set up a consultation. At that point, they'll come in to me. We'll go through everything that's going on with them, their backstory, what led up to it. And we work together to set up a treatment plan.
Sounds amazing. Ashley Adams and Tony Calvanessa of Delmarva Acupuncture and Wellness Center, thank you both.
Absolutely.
for joining us this afternoon.